Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction for Tower of God chapter 552 or season 3 episode 135. I'm really excited to be back. It does, admittedly, it pains me to know that we have like 12 more chapters that I don't get to read yet. But yeah, I'm excited to be back just because I, again, thankfully, still haven't been spoiled. But like everybody that has read ahead seems super positive, so that makes me really positive and optimistic. I really enjoyed last chapter coming back. Just kind of felt like we never left. It kind of felt like just back into the swing of things, and I was like super incredibly excited for it. I mean, I'm still super incredibly excited for this one. Last week's video, though, it was a mess. It turned into, at the risk of demonetization this early in the video, it turned into a shit show, to be honest with you. So yeah, I recorded it right when it came out, just like I'm doing here. I am like an hour behind. I was eating dinner late tonight, so I'm not recording this till 10 instead of the usual 9 o'clock. But yeah, I recorded right when the chapter came out last week, and then I made the thumbnail, and as I was editing, my computer crashed, and I didn't sleep at all that night. I stayed up all night fixing my computer. It was bad. I really thought I'd lost everything. I was like, well, that's horrible. That is like absolutely scorched earth. That's really bad. But no, I was able to somehow salvage everything, and everything worked out. I just missed a night's sleep over it. But yeah, hopefully that won't happen tonight, and I can just get this up ASAP after recording it. Don't really think we have too much to talk about. Last week's episode was good. I guess, you know what? I was assuming we were going to carry on from there with Coon's side of things, but we might not. I'd love to see Bomb's side of things. The I'll show the panel when we get to it. But the thumbnail for this one on Webtoons has like the goofiest face. I'm like pretty certain it's Gaston, but it looked really goofy. I was like, what is up with his face? So yeah, anything else I wanted to get into before recording? Not really. I guess the only thing is my allergies have been horrible this week, so my throat's like really bothering me. So if you see a bunch of jump cuts in this video, it's because I'm just going to be trying to drink a lot. But yeah, either way, don't want to keep you for too much longer. We'll talk about the chapter as we go through it. But let's read. Let's see what we get this week. As I said before, I'm not going to put the chapter in the corner anymore, just to like totally 100% make sure these videos don't ever get taken down. But yeah, either way, I think it still works fine. Like for manga reactions and stuff, you've never been able to show anything, so either way, let's read. We're at the third day after Kun was taken prisoner, so yeah, we're sticking with the Kun group side of things. The library opened to outsiders on the Povedao battleship. This is brutal. Nothing but books all day long. Who the heck started this damn event? And we're seeing Perditi, Perseus, and Holon. The family leader himself. It goes all the way back to when he was traveling with the other family heads. Now I see why the family head wants to fight the Povedao family. He hates reading so much that it's time for war. And I feel like, maybe I'm wrong. I feel like this is the most of Perditi's hair we've seen. Greetings, lost castaways. Hello. Are you all looking for peace of mind in books? Oh, definitely. I found some serious peace of mind. I sleep really well every night. You're very lucky, you know. What? What are the odds of you ending up on this battleship at just the right moment, and being able to see one of the family head's public readings? Public reading? Yes, soon. The family head himself is going to have a public reading. And everyone on this battleship will be watching. Kind of not good for them, since they're going to be declaring war against their family. Also, this panel, gonna flash it up here, since I get like 20 panels of video. This panel, what is up with Perseus's face does not look good here. But yeah, either way, and everyone on this battleship will be watching. And we see they all have the cuffs on, so they all have been, like, taken prisoner here. And we kind of learned last week that they knew, they're like, yeah, we know that they were from Lopobia. Season 3, Declaration of War 2. Alright. Last week of the book club. It's interesting how after all this time they really have changed the title cards. Last week of the book club. The day of the family head's public reading. Alright. Okay, we see a bunch of ships showing up here and floating castles as well. Alright. More reading. My head hurts. I know their family head's a huge bookworm, but he doesn't need to come to the book club himself. How long is how long is the reading? 6 hours. Apparently it's longer this time because the family head's last reading was canceled. Also, I just said that like Perseus wasn't looking good in that other panel, but all of these panels, they've really been throwing the detail on Holin. Holin looks great. Damn it, I'm so sick of this. But if you think about it, also I don't know if it's Holin or it actually might be Holland. But moving along. This means we can see Pobedow's family head for 6 hours. I can't even imagine something like that in our family. It's not just our family. The Pobedow family head's the only one who appears in public so often. You don't usually get to see the Ha family head unless you make it to the finals of the sparring tournament. That's true of our family head. That's true, our family head's the ultimate homebody. But he's better at chess, that's for sure. Alright. Again, all the extra detail here on Holin. But, okay, gonna use up another one of my panels. But actually, Perseus looks a lot better in this one. And now we have this light. There he is. We see, this is what it was. Okay, here it is. This is what it was. This is what the thumbnail was. His head looks a little goofy there. I think it's the haircut. He looks like he has full bowl cut going on. It's a little wonky here. It's a little weird. A little bit different. Gastong looking just odd. But we see him stepping through the air. I mean, I guess he doesn't really need to step if he's just like, I mean, maybe he's on a platform. I thought he was just in the air. I figure he could float without walking, but like, I don't know. I feel like when like you're levitating and just like moving forward, it's more menacing, but maybe this is a more friendly like, okay, I'm walking in midair instead of just the menacing float. We have Kuhn still imprisoned. Bellerir. That's him. I've only seen him in pictures before, says Perseus. The family head of the Pobedow family. Okay, he is on a platform up on that ship. Silence, everyone. And then he brings out the book. Pobedow Gastong. Listen carefully. And he flips it open. At first, his first words were heavy and calm. He didn't raise his voice, but there was tremendous power in it. It overwhelmed everyone gathered to listen to him. I love how just it still seems like Perditi looks pissed off. Like he hates being here. Chapter 1. Listen, here on our battleship, there's an evil group. They're hiding among us. Sorry, I'm holding back. These intruders to our cradle from... Amogas? These intruders to our cradle from another family have been spreading heretical rumors and twisting history. They distort the truth out of curiosity. And we're seeing shots of Wabrion and Rachel. And try to cover up their sins with fake, superficial smiles. What's he reading? That doesn't sound like a book. As we speak, secret unauthorized book club readings are taking place throughout the battleship. And at each of those meetings, this book is being read. And he brings it out. This right here is a forbidden book. After tracking the people who brought this book aboard the battleship, that's the book I saw before, thinks Kuhn. The security squad has determined most of them are from a single source, the Lopobia family. They've been communicating secretly with several traders from our family. This book was even found in their library. Is that was it Ragma? One of the trio of fools, or is that just some random nobody? This book was even found in their library. And that's not all. We found the Lopobia army's branch leaders hiding here as well. They kept their true identity hidden. What? and sneaked aboard our battleship by pretending to be ordinary castaways. What's happening here? Show yourselves. And we have this fire opening up. You heretics from Lopobia. It's a trap. And we see the three of them. Oh? And a massive explosion. Did he just blow them up and kill the three of them? Okay, no, he just blew up the ship and revealed them. Okay. Interesting. We have the three of them exposed there. What's that huge monster? He's right. Lopobia's branch leaders have been hiding on the battleship. It was the castaways. They pretended to be castaways and deceived us. Damn it. I can't believe this, says Perditi. He knew who we were from the very start, but he pretended not to know on purpose. You're finally showing your true colors. You deserve nothing but to be crushed like the bugs that you are. You little vermin. Just like Gaston is just always on the bug stuff. He was waiting for the right moment to give away who we are. Listen, everyone. I know there are rumors of a war with Lopobia's army on the battleship, and I know some of you were afraid that this could turn into an all-out war with Zahard's armies or the other families. But let me ask you something. Why does our family exist? We're the Popodau family. Our greatest pride is our books, which contain the truth, passed down to us over the ages. There are people out there spreading false history through books, and seeking to distort the truth. And he burns it. Are we really going to ignore that, and accept their corruption out of fear of war? No. We must defend the truth, even if it means sacrificing ourselves in a sea of blood. Our library's peace and calm must be protected at all costs. We will burn the lies, to make the truth shine forth. That's the Popodau family's duty. This feels to me, maybe I'm getting the complete wrong opposite read on this, but this feels to me like some heavy propaganda. I feel like the Forbidden Book was probably more the truth. We're going to fight against all the lies. Listen, I hereby declare aboard this cradle of knowledge, Lopobia spreading false history. So we're going to fight the Lopobia family. And we have shots of Kuhn, Rachel, Belarier, and the three members of Lopobia. Those believers of lies and heresies. And now we have, okay, this guy comes out. The guy with the spear was one of the ones that was on Gaston's ship originally, right? When we saw it at the end of season 2. And we have this one, like RPG monk-looking guy as well. This isn't good. He totally tricked us. But we're not just going to stand around waiting for death. Maul, hold on. Let's get out of here. Maul. We get a random name change here? Got it. And then Holden starts bringing out one of his ancient Shinwei. Or Shinheo. Damn it, we've got nothing to lose now. And Perseus brings out the reins and summons the White Stallion. Perseus's White... Okay, so no, it says Perseus here. Perseus's White Stallion, Percheron Attica. Okay, so we have the full stallion summoning. Spread out. And we see Perditi riding on Dobo. That's so... I love the stallion's design here. Hold on, let me bring this up. I really like this. It looks like a Digimon. Look at that. I love that design. That's so cool. I really love that design. That's insanely cool. At least one of us has to make it to the battleship alive. And then we have Gaston pulling out the cigarette. And now Perditi riding in on Dobo. Alright. And we have fire forming in front of him and exploding after Gaston flicked away the ashes from his cigarette. Okay, so it seems this might be just the way he attacks. And we have Perditi. Of all people, I didn't see Perditi getting taken out like this. It looks like, at first I thought that was his hat, but it actually looks like it's his whole head being taken off. So Perditi might be confirmed down. Those evil black feathers are spreading everywhere. They must be purified. And we have the dorky-looking monk guy. Dobo. And we're seeing Perseus's reaction. Oh, and the stingray, the Minazuki. Minazuki is back. Huh? And then, what did it do? Oh, it looks like it just transported him up to Gaston. What the hell? Hey, little bug. All that buzzing is getting on my nerves. It's time for you to die. Damn it. And really, taking out, like, Perdita and Perseus here is huge. Separating them from the rest of the Lopobia family and taking them out is like a massive blow, because they're like two of the strongest fighters. So that's a massive blow to Lopobia if they're getting taken out here. And we have the stallion getting burnt away as well. Insane. Hey, this battleship is sacred. Don't leave your filthy corpse here. And then we have the spear bearer, who just has... There's a lot going on with this design. There's a lot going on. And they throw their spear. And I guess that's it for Perseus as well. Wow. Insane. I hope you didn't like these characters. Perseus, listen here, little vermin. I'll spare you. Holy, getting out quick. Get out of here. Go. Take this disgusting book back and tell your whole family. Why are you giving me that? Show them that corruption is only temporary, but the resulting agony is eternal. And if you see Traumeré, tell him for me. I admire your courage in entering our territory. Gee, they took out... But for your sins, they took out Candide and Meyer as well. At least I'm assuming they're dead. They look pretty bad. But for your sins, you will taste hellfire. Again, glad I didn't get spoiled on this. And it's crazy, because we have these characters introduced in the nest. But we have the hiatus, so it feels so long ago, so it feels like these characters have been around for forever, even though, like, you know, story-wise, if you're marathoning, they haven't been around that long. But it's wild. It feels like these are characters that have been around for a while. Wow. This is nuts. This is an incredible chapter. You will taste hellfire. If you don't tell him, your tongue will catch fire and you'll be reduced to ashes in a matter of seconds. Go ahead. Go and spread the calamity of war to your family. A show. And we see clapping. That's what this is. An obviously staged show. The Popadow family's always considered itself a defender of history and knowledge. They hate distorted history more than anything. So they're using this silly show as a way of creating hostility towards Lopobia for spreading false history. Even if the family head didn't put on this show, no one here would dare to oppose his war plans. But still, the family head wants to be as prepared for this war as possible, and it's Bellarere clapping. They've never been in a war like this before. Very impressive, Father. You've ignited the war yourself. Where even the slightest fluctuation in public opinion matters, to the family head, because one of the 10 family heads might be killed in this war. That's crazy. Gaston trying to just control the propaganda, control the information as well. That is nuts. Because again, he's trying to come out ahead of it and like be the one, like before the war starts, to officially declare it in front of everyone and to accuse the other side of doing something bad so that he himself can be like, they're the bad guys. He can paint them to be the bad guys before they even start fighting. Incredible chapter. Insane that, again, I'm assuming all 4 of those characters are dead. Perdita and Perseus and even Meyer and Candide, I'm assuming are dead, which is huge, like, as a reader from a meta perspective, because again, it feels like they were really important to the last arc. Like, it feels like they've been around for a while, even though, like, they were important to the last arc. They weren't really around for that long, but it feels like it because of how long we had to wait. And maybe just because I'm so, like, plugged into all of these Tower of God YouTubers and stuff and watching all of that stuff that I have consumed a lot of content. concerning them. So to kill them off, it feels really big. Just to take down 4 like named characters that have had some serious screen time. So that feels huge, but then also sort of it feels big in the sort of in canon perspective as well, because those are like 2 like I think Candide and Meyer were, I think they were branchhead candidates, which is something. They're strong. I mean, they kind of stood up against like who was it? It was Lafave and Yuan Sung. So like they were kind of strong-ish. But not only that, the big thing, taking out Perditi, who like we have seen have those feats. We have seen Perditi like do some really cool stuff. So to be able, like, this is an opportunity that if this was a straight up war that you don't get very often, to be able to separate 2 of the Lopobia's greatest fighters in Perseus and Perditi and take them out before the war even starts, then once you're in the war, they are down 2 of their best fighters. This is so interesting to me because if they do go to war, it seems like this tournament for Bomb is going to be like, they're going to be hard pressed to make this happen. I'm like, how do you make this tournament happen as this war is going on? But I don't know. And is Traumeré going to be distracted by this? And it just makes me wonder, where are our main characters going to land? Because FUG, I would say, take this opportunity to try to take both sides out, or have like play both sides against each other so they weaken each other. Then you come in and take both sides out. Then we're down to like 8 great families. That would be the way to go for like FUG and Bomb's group, I would argue. But it makes me think, does Bomb's group continue to turn or continue to fight against Traumeré because that's who they've been fighting currently? Or do they turn and help Traumeré and the Lopobia to stop the Pobedao? Because I am, personally speaking, none of the 10 families are good, and I guess you could also argue that FUG's done a lot of bad stuff. I guess you could argue that no side is the good guys here. But personally, I feel like of the 3 groups that I'm talking about, I kind of view Pobedao as like the big villains in all of this. I just feel like Gustang's really powerful. Gustang knows a lot. Gustang has been manipulating Bomb's journey for a while now. So I just really, really don't trust him. Whereas Traumeré seems a lot more straightforward. Like, obviously, he's trying to use Bomb. Obviously, with the Wang Wang and Nen Nen stuff, we have seen that he's not a good guy. But at the same time, and he is working for Zahard, who is like the big bad. But at the same time, I just feel like he's more straightforward of a character that I don't really fear as much in terms of like Bomb and the good guys side of things as I do Gustang. I feel like Gustang could be a way bigger problem for Bomb and his friends than Traumeré. So yeah, no clue. But that was an insane chapter. That was so incredibly good. But yeah, because of all that, I'm going to go try to get this made into a video as quickly as possible. Thank you all so much for watching, for being a part of all this. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this chapter, my first thoughts and reaction. This was crazy. I'm so excited for what's to come in the future because, like I said, people have been really positive. And I'm so thankful and happy and grateful that I haven't been spoiled, because that was insane. I would have hated if I was spoiled on that. That was so good. But yeah, comment down there. We can talk there. If you want to talk on Twitter, we can as well. Follow there. Or if you want to talk on the Discord server, it's free and open for anyone. Just ask and I can give you a link to it. Also, if you want to help support the channel, to help me keep making videos. Sorry, it's been a tough time. I haven't been able to make as many videos as I would like to. Certainly not even close to it. But if you want to help support the channel, to help me keep going, and trust me, things we'll be doing a lot more in the future, like as soon as I can. But yeah, if you want to help support the channel, it's patreon.com/Haku of the tubes, or a link will be in the description. Thank you so much to people who are already channel patrons and members. Thank you to chosen regulars Etchy Zero and Evan Holly, Magical Girl FR Nono, Chariton Student David Langstaff, Slayer Candidate SG, and a regular Tyrone Beast. Thank you all so much, and thank you all so much for watching. It really, really means a ton. Thank you so much. And yeah, I guess that's it. So I'll see you all next time.